Good day, ma'am. I'm Erica P. Salvador, and we are here to present to you the overview software development life cycle. Software Development Life Cycle or SDLC. We will discuss here the overview, objective, development phases, life cycle model, Agile SDLC, strength and weakness, and conclusion. Overview. It is a process used to develop information, system, and user ownership. A framework that describes the activities performed at each stage of a software development project. High quality system. Reach completion with cost and time. Have various models like waterfall, spiral, RAD, and agile. Overview. Objective. SDLC has three primary objectives. First is to ensure the delivery of high quality systems, provide strong management control, and last is maximize productivity. Development phase. The development phase in SDLC are requirement analysis, design, coding, testing, operation, and maintenance. Requirement analysis. It involves breaking down the system for analysis situation, analysis of project goals. It can be done by individual or team members. Design. It takes the initial input. Second is for each requirement design, elements will be produced. It describes the software features and includes hierarchy diagrams, screen layout diagrams. The output of the stage describes the new system of a collection of module or subsystem. Coding. Modular and subsystem programming code will be accomplished during this stage. It is interlinked with the testing stage. Here are the overall coding will be tested. Testing. Here the code tested at the various levels. Most common testing are unit, system, and user acceptance. Type of testing are white box testing, black box testing, and regression testing. Testing. Performance testing, integration testing, and dataset testing. So operation and maintenance. The deployment includes changes and enhancement. Maintaining is the important aspect of SLDC.
I'm Allen J. M. Serrano and this is Life Cycle Models. Different types of life cycle models available are waterfall model, prototyping model, rapid application development, and last is spiral model. The first one is waterfall model. It is the classical system development model. Requirements defines needed information, function, behavior, performance, and interface. Design. Data structures, software architectures, interface presentations, algorithm details. Implementation. Source code, database, documentation, and testing. This is the waterfall con. The first one is requirements, second is design, third is implementation, fourth is verification, and the last is maintenance. What are the strengths and weaknesses of waterfall con? Let's go on first. Strength minimizes planning overhead. Second, structure minimizes waste effort. Third is works well for technically weak or experienced staff. The weakness are inflexible, only final stage.
I am Emerson Calata. Prototyping model, it uses multiple iteration or requirements analysis design. After each iteration, the result is evaluated by the customer. When the user is satisfied, the prototype code is brought up to the standards need for a final product. So this is the prototyping model. Prototyping strength. Customer can see steady progress. This is useful when requirements are changing rapidly. And weakness of prototyping it is possible to know how long it will take. There is no way to know the number of iteration will be. Spiral model. It is risk reduction oriented model. It breaks the whole projects into mini projects. For projects with risky elements, it's beneficial. Each cycle involves the same sequences. The steps as the waterfalls process model. So this is the I will show you the spiral model. Strength of spiral early iteration of the project are chipset, risk decreases, and all iteration meets the project needs. And weakness of spiral are complicated and require attentive and knowledge management.
I'm Lovely Respilia Kuna, and what is RAD model? RAD model is a concept that products can be developed faster and higher quality through first gathering requirements using workshop, second prototyping and early iterative user testing of designs, and lastly the reuse of software components. And here is the RADCon. Kapaloob dito yung initiate, develop, and deploy. RADCon for strength and weaknesses. What are the strength of RAD? Reduce the development time. Next is reusability. Next is speed, and lastly the easy to work with. Weaknesses of RAD are require highly skilled engineers. Both customer and developer should be committed to complete. And lastly, if it's not difficult to modulize, it's not work well. And what is Agile SDLC? Agile Agile is speed up or bypass on one or more life cycle pieces. Use time critical application, usually less formal and reduced scope. Use in organizations that employ disciplined methods. And some agile methods are adaptive software development, feature-driven development, crystal clear, extreme programming, Scrum, and RAD. And there are strengths and weaknesses of SDLC agile methods. First, in the strength are control, second, monitor large project, third, detailed steps, fourth, easy to maintain. And the weaknesses are increased development time and cost. Next, rigidity, and lastly, hard to estimate projects overruns. Agile SDLC. Agile is an iterative approach to software development. Instead of delivering a final working product at the end of the development life cycle, teams work in small time frames of usually 1 to 3 weeks, known as a sprint. Throughout sprints, team collaborate and provide feedback on the work in progress. Frequent communication like this keep teams adaptable to changing business and user needs and leads to the delivery of higher quality software products. There are 5 stages of agile software development life cycle. First is ideation. All successful agile software development project begins with an idea stage. Working closely with stakeholders, the business team, developers, and the future users of the app, the agile product owner pieces together the vision of the project by defining the purpose and goal of the new software. Second, determining and documenting business and user requirements. Lastly, prioritizing tasks and allocating resources. The second stages is development. After ideation, teams can start building the first iteration of the software. The development phase includes all related product tasks in SDLC, such as UX or UI, design, architecting, and coding. Developing the first iteration of software product is often the longest stage of agile application development life cycle. The third is testing. Development went smoothly and the team is happy with the first iteration of the app. Before it release, it has to go through quality assurance. The agile team tests the app to ensure full functionality by checking the code is clean, addressing bugs and errors, performing trial runs. Stage 4, Deployment. Once the app is ready for release, the Agile team deploys it to the cloud or an premise server. This means the product is live and accessible to customers. Deploy trends to the most celebratory moment in the SDLC. And lastly, number 5, operations. Once the magic button is pushed, the work continues. Ongoing maintenance help squash bugs and maintain functionality. As users engage with the app, there will be opportunities to collect feedback and make improvement that can be released in the future iterations. And that's all, ma'am. Thank you.